Row number 1, you have rookie Cole Custer grabbed his first career pole in qualifying. He'll start next to the 22 of Tyler Reddick, making his second career start. On row number 2, you have the Jug Gibbs number 18 of Daniel Suarez, won his first career race last weekend at Richmond, alongside Darrell Wallace Jr. in the number 6, still looking for that first win. Row 3, Josh Berry makes his debut at Talladega, alongside the number 4. Give a shout out to Ross Chastain, driving the 4 for Johnny Davis Motorsports. On row 4, the RCR Chevrolets of Ty Dillon, your point leader, alongside the 33 of Brian Scott. Row 5, James Busher in the number 1 Gunbroker.com Ford. He will start next to the number 11 of Eric Jones. Row number 6, he had David Reagan making his 2016 debut for Jug Gibbs Racing. He'll start next to Ryan Reed in the 16, winner from Daytona 1 year ago. Row 7, the 98 of Ryan Truex, alongside that 88 of Sam Hornish Jr. making his Junior Motorsports debut. Row 8, Jeremy Clements got a nice top 15 starting spot. He'll start next to Eric Almirola, your pole center for tomorrow's Cup race. Row 9, rookie Michael Self in the number 0, alongside the 84 of Chad Boat. Row 10, Dakota Armstrong joins TriStar Motorsports alongside the number 8 of Blake Cook. Row 11, Brendan Poole in the DC Solar number 42, starting next to Parker Kligerman, a former truck winner here at Talladega. Row 12, Ryan Segan at 39 car. He'll start next to the 25 Zaxby Chevrolet at John West Townley. Row 13, Brendan Gaughan in the number 62 and Casey Kane in the 5, two big names on row 13. Row 14, David Starr in the 44 and former ARCA winner here, Bobby Gerhart. Row 15, Brandon Jones, the rookie, alongside the defending champion, Chris Buescher. Row 16, Joey Gase in the 52, alongside the 28 of Cole Witt. Row 17, rookie of the year contender, Tyler Young, alongside Benny Gordon, who just barely made the show. Row 18, rookie Jed Burton in the 26, alongside Reed Sorensen in the 80 for Hattori Racing. Row 19, the number 17, of Ryan Ellis, alongside ARCA veteran Mark Thompson. And running at the field on row number 20, the E-Hydrate Chevrolet of Derek Cope and the 89 of Morgan Shepherd. 3 drivers failed to qualify: Mike Harmon, Stanton Barrett, and Sean Corr. That will round out the field, and that is your starting grid for the 10th race of the 2016 NASCAR Xfinity Series. Here we go. The 2 young kids on the front row, Cole Custer, his first start at Talladega in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, alongside the 22 of Tyler Reddick. Coming down to the start and finish line, Cole Custer, Tyler Reddick, we are underway from Talladega. They're already 3 wide as they head down into turn number 1. Custer making his first start here at Talladega, and he's leading us down into turn number 1. Tyler Reddick up in the middle lane, Darrell Wallace on the outside lane falling back. 22 laps of racing here at Talladega, and heading down the back straightaway for the first time today. Here comes the rookie Josh Berry down to the inside. He'll be in the middle as Ty Dillon will make it 3 wide in that number 3 car. James Bush in the 1. He'll make a move to the inside. They're already 4 wide here. Berry in the middle, Ty Dillon in the middle, Daniel Suarez falling back on the outside lane. All behind rookie Cole Custer trying to lead the first lap of the race. James Busher and David Reagan second and third on the inside lane. Coming down to the line, here comes the run by James Busher. Inside, outside, 4 wide behind him. It's James Busher leading lap number 1 at Talladega. James Busher looking for that second career win. He got that big win at Daytona back in 2012. We all know that finish. He came from like 12th to 1st in one corner. A big wreck took out all the leaders, and Busher got through, and he got the win. But now, here comes that 20, David Reagan, and that Interstate Batteries Toyota. He's now moving to the inside, trying to get a little away from James Busher. Busher will have a fellow Ford teammate, Ryan Truex, behind him. But Ryan Scott and Tyler Reddick, they nearly made contact. And Ty Dillon and Darrell Wallace, they didn't make contact. Back here outside the top 5. Take a look outside the top 15. You have Dakota Armstrong, Parker Kligerman, Brandon Jones trying to work his way up, Chris Buescher, David Starr, Blake Cook, John West Townley, Chad Boat, Cole Witt. We have Jed Burton, Reed Sorensen, Ryan Ellis, Derek Cope, Morgan Shepard, Tyler Young, Benny Gordon, and Mark Thompson. That is how the top 40 looks right now, as Sam Hornish Jr. out in front. But here comes the 11 of Eric Jones on the inside lane in the number 11. Hornish trying to get, looks like he may have enough edge to get down and block that number 11. He does. Joe Gibbs Racing all inside the top 5, but there goes Reagan up in the wall. And he's going to get run into by Brian Scott. They save it. They save that crap. Behind them, but look at all the damage on the right side of the 20 of David Reagan. Almost takes out David Starr. Brian Scott involved in that 33 car. I don't believe he hit the 20, but he certainly got slowed down. But that was a soon-to-be wreck right there. That pretty much was a wreck in a way. It just didn't wreck. As the top 3 pull away, Sam Hornish Jr., Eric Jones, and Daniel Suarez. Now, how much of that damage the 20 car got, how much is that going to hurt the 20? Is he going to be able to fight back and try to win this race, or is that severe damage and that's going to slow down the speed of the 20 car? Reagan's falling back now, you see. I think he might still be trying to get his momentum back, but Reagan is in trouble. So is Brian Scott. They're off pace. I mean, look at these cars. Derek Cope moving by. Reed Sorensen went by. Here comes Jed Burton, Ryan Ellis. I mean, they're going to last. They're going to last place. Now Hornish leading the inside line. Ryan Truex and Cole Custer not going anywhere on the outside lane, and you can tell that the field has gotten separated as Casey Kane nearly got turned by James Busher off turn 2. And 5 laps into this race, and they're racing pretty crazy up here at the front of the field. Now they're double wide again. As Ryan Truex up the track, here comes the 11 of Eric Jones on the inside with the 22 of Tyler Reddick. Second career start for that number 22 of Tyler Reddick. Made his debut at Bristol and got a top 20 finish. Now he's going after the lead, trying to get the lead away from the defending Truck Series champion Eric Jones. It was these two guys who battled for that championship 1 year ago. Now the two Fords moving up to the front. Tyler Reddick and Darrell Wallace. These are two guys who have never won a race in the NASCAR XFINITY Series. Brendan Gaughan third, Eric Almirola and Brendan Poole your top 5. See some more guys are trying to get up here in the mix. Got Ryan Reed, Ty Dillon, Casey Kane, James Busher. And one car has taken this car behind the wall. That's the number 66 of Benny Gordon. So Benny Gordon is in trouble. He's in the garage, so something has went wrong with Benny Gordon. David Reagan, let's see the damage in the number 20 car. He's in 36th place. Does not appear he'll be going to victory lane today. He'll try again tomorrow in the Cup race as the 98 of Ryan Truex now takes the lead away in that number 98 car. Here comes that 00 of Cole Custer. Push him with his rookie teammate Josh Berry behind him. And how about Brandon Jones and Chris Busher from all the way back on row 15. Almost outside the top 30, and they're up here inside the top 5. Moving towards the lead on the inside lane. Now Ryan Reed will put his teammate Chris Busher in the middle. Brendan pull up top with Almirola. Hornish Jr. pushing that number 16 of Ryan Reed. Making their way out of turn number 4. Cole Custer back out in front, but here comes the 2 of Brandon Jones to the inside. He will take that lead away into the travel, but not so fast. Here comes Ryan Ridley. They make contact. He turns into up the track. Big wreck at Talladega. They're all scattered all over the place, and Chastain nowhere to go in the 43 of Almirola, and this is not going to end well. Big wreck back here. Eric Almirola. One car gets turned. Brandon Jones got turned. Came back up the track. Ross Chastain in the 4. Had a great run in qualifying, and he has nowhere to go. Ends up getting involved. Heartbreak for that young guy. Certainly had a great run going. Ryan Sieg slow on the apron. Eric Almirola, tomorrow's pole center. He'll start on the pole for tomorrow's Cup race. Maybe he's just gotten the bad luck out of the way for the weekend. I have no idea. Brandon Jones, see the damage on the 2 car. Having a great run, but ends up getting turned. I have no idea what happened. And then you got Chris Buescher, made his way all the way up inside the top 5, almost in the lead, from starting 30th place, second in points. He's not going to win today as he's on pit road. Parker Klugerman, his second start of the year, ends with a wrecked car on pit road. Let's take a look at what happened. We're getting the caution. Alrighty. They're all going after Cole Custer for the lead, and Ryan Reed to the inside. Brandon Jones kind of shut the door, and Jones is going to get turned by the 16 of Reed. Up the track into Josh Berry, and Chris Buescher is going to get turned by the 42 of Brendan Poole. Eric Almirola involved. James Buescher spins around. He gets hit by Clements and his teammate Darrell Wallace. Ty Dillon, and there's Chastain getting collected. There's Kligerman's impact, Michael Self's impact, and you're going to see, maybe already happened. Yeah, it's already happened, but here's some cars running in the back of each other. Bobby Gerhart, Joey Gase, Derek Cope. This is exactly what David Reagan wanted to see. Get on pit road and fix some of that damage you got from a earlier incident, but a few cars already taken out early on here at Talladega. We're only 8 laps into the Aaron's 312, and right now your leader of the race is rookie and your pole center from today's race, Cole Custer. Ryan Truex runs in second place. Alrighty, we are going back green. There are about 8 cars out the race. We have the 66 of Benny Gordon. He dropped out with a mechanical problem. He's out the race. Michael Self. He's had a pretty good rookie year so far, but a DNF here today at Talladega. Parker Kligerman, Ryan Sieg, and Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, and Eric Almirola. They are all out of the race. 7 cars. David Reagan, the last car on the lead lap, he came down pit road and tried to get some of that damage repaired. He's in 33rd place. David Starr, Brendan Poole, Brendan Jones. These guys, they were involved in that wreck. Ty Dillon, your point leader. Cole Witt right now running inside, running in 27th. Mark Thompson, 24th. Morgan Shepherd in 22nd. A great run. Ryan Ellis having a great run right now. Derek Cope is inside the top 20. Reed Sorensen, 16th. But up front, it is your top 10. Cole Custer having a great run, a career run right now for Cole Custer. 1 top 10 this whole entire year. That was his second at Bristol. Ryan Truex, Ryan Reed, Sam Hornish Jr., Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Casey Kane, Darrell Wallace, and Jeremy Clements. That is your current top 10 with 10 to go. So, can Custer hang on? We already saw one big one that's taking out about 7 cars and a couple of good cars out of contention to win the race. Well, what will we see next? Will we see another big one and take out half the field? We'll find out as the remaining 33 cars will take the green flag with 10 to go. Can Cole Custer hang on? Ryan Truex jumps to the outside lane. He'll have no help as the 16 of Ryan Reed. He'll stay on the inside and he'll follow Custer on the inside lane. Daniel Suarez not close to help the 98 of Ryan Truex on the outside lane. Eric Jones and Tyler Reddick on the inside with Casey Kane, Darrell Wallace, Brendan Gaughan. See some cars trying to work their way back to the front. Brendan Jones, David Reagan, Josh Berry. 3 wide up ahead, Brian Scott, Dakota Armstrong. And it's the 16 of Ryan Reed out of turn number 4. He will lead the field down into the tri-oval. Sam Hornish Jr. second. Now here comes the number 11 of Eric Jones. He'll move up into second place with help from the 22 of Tyler Reddick. Down to the line. 9 to go at Talladega. Now the 11. He gets on the inside of the 16 of Ryan Reed. Eric Jones on the inside lane. Winner from Auto Club Speedway earlier in the year. This is a... how many cars? This is a 10-car breakaway with Jeremy Clements, John West Townley, Blake Cook, Reed Sorensen. They're all trying to work their way up to the front. Back here, got some cars in the way like Tyler Young and Derek Cope. Ty Dillon trying to work their way to the front. James Buescher. Morgan Shepherd almost in the wall. Is up front, though, the 2 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyotas. Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez, the 2 drivers for that team running for the championship. They already got a win. You know, We talked about Suarez and Jones winning at Auto Club in Richmond. Well, here comes the two teams that's going to be running side by side down here in the turn number 1. Suarez, he will possibly clear Jones on the exit of turn number 2. Now Darrell Wallace Jr. up in second. Cole Custer pushing him. Ryan Truex in that 98. Sam Hornish Jr. in the 88. Now Custer jumps on the inside. Ryan Truex 3 wide. Hornish behind him. Custer in the middle. 3 wide behind the 18 of Daniel Suarez. Picked up his first career truck win earlier in the year at Martinsville. Picked up his first Xfinity win last weekend. It's been so far a career year for Daniel Suarez. But still, a long way to go to get win number 2. 7 to go. Sam Hornish Jr., Brendan Gaughan, Ryan Reese. These guys know a win a day automatically punches a ticket into the C's for the Xfinity Championship this year. 4 drivers have already done that: Suarez, Jones, Chris Buescher, and Ty Dillon. It is a 12-man chase, and right now 4 spots are already filled with winners. Here comes Sam Hornish Jr. He's the guy who's not running for points. He's not running. All he's running for is a win. He just wants to win a race. Lost his ride at Richard Petty Motorsports after 2015. Does not have a full-time ride. Running a 8-race schedule for Junior Motorsports. He'll be back in the car at I believe Iowa. And how about the 22 of Tyler Reddick in his second career start in a stock car? He's now up inside. He's now trying to get a little way in there, making contact. Ryan Reed in the middle. Here comes the 5 veteran Casey Kane, running in the Mars Cup Series race. Casey Kane will start 4th tomorrow. Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, your front row for the Mars Cup race. Austin Dillon, Casey Kane, Joey Logano, your top 5. And it is a 10-car breakaway from Brian Scott, who's now 11th. Reed Sorensen having a great run in 12th. Blake Cook, Josh Berry, John West Townley, Bobby Gerhart, James Buescher, Ty Dillon, Morgan Shepherd, 19th, and Derek Cope, your top 20. A great run for these 2 guys. Mark Thompson, David Reagan, Jeb Burton, Ryan Ellis, and Jeremy Clements. Your top 25 as we're coming to 5 to go. This time by who is in the best seat to win the race. Remember, we will go overtime if needed, but you must be on the lead lap to participate and go in overtime. Jones and Gaughan leaves the inside lane to go high. Darrell Wallace does not go with him, neither does Suarez. Now Custer jumps to the inside with Ryan Truex. Reddick leaves Casey Kane. Kane hung dry on the outside. Here comes Reddick trying to pick the 5 back up. They're 4 wide again. Suarez, Hornish, Jones and Gaughan. Ryan Reed. There's 10 cars under a blanket. But then you got Brian Scott, Josh Berry, John West Townley. They're all trying to get single file and make something happen, but they're just too far back. They're over a second off by Reddick. Is off pace at 22. Tyler Reddick off pace in the 22. What a great run he was having. A car that could have won the race, and he is off pace going to turn number 1. So issues with the 22 of Tyler Reddick. His top 10 run, his shot at a win is quickly down the drain. And now what that does is that's kind of separated the field a little bit. We have Ryan Truex leading Cole Custer, Sam Hornish Jr., Casey Kane, and Brendan Gaughan. Daniel Suarez, Darrell Wallace, Ryan Reed, Eric Jones, and then you got Brian Scott in 10th place. So these guys are just trying to get a top 10. Blake Cook is up here, Reed Sorensen, John West Townley. They're all trying to get top 10 finishes if they can get by Barry and Brian Scott. But then, now, we were talking about they're not catching these guys up ahead, but then Reddick kind of blew up. Question is, what will that do as their 3 cars breaking away? Cole Custer, the rookie, Sam Hornish Jr. from IndyCar Racing back over almost 10 years ago. And then you got Ryan Truex. 2 of these guys have never been to victory lane. Cole Custer and Ryan Truex. Sam Hornish Jr., he's won a couple of times for Penske Racing, but never at another team. He also got a win at Jug Gibbs Racing. But now they're going to catch the 2 slower cars. David Starr. Oh no! David Starr and Mason Mingus. Look at it run by Casey Kane on the inside. Hornish stuck in behind David Starr. Look at Brendan Gaughan. Ryan Reed. Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, this is going to be bad. Custer will get by. He is set sail now. 2 to go. Casey Kane, he can now, looks like he should be fine. He's on the outside. He's going to go somewhere. So is Ryan Reed and possibly Darrell Wallace Jr. if he does not get blocked in by the 44, David Starr. Remember Brian Scott? Remember how he was so far back? Look at this. He's now almost running the back bumper of his teammates. Sam Hornish Jr. held up, but now he... Oh, we got Mingus in the wall. Mason Mingus is in the wall. Oh, that's not Mason Mingus. That's Chad Bowe. And they are not to the line. We will have to go overtime. We will go overtime, everybody. Cole Custer, Casey Kane, Ryan Reed, Darrell Wallace Jr., and Sam Hornish Jr. We will be going overtime as the caution has just ended the race. And right now, Custer would normally win the race. Custer normally would have won the race, but now with our new overtime rule in this NASCAR mock season, we will go overtime after the 84 of Chad Bowe got turned into the outside wall. So now we're going to have a 2-lap shootout. So what that has done now, Tyler Reddick, Chad Bowe, they're a lap down, and so is David Starr. That means 30 cars will be participating in this last lap dash. Cole Custer, your leader. He'll be first. Ryan Reed second. Casey Kane third. Darrell Wallace and Sam Hornish Jr. All three of the Junior Motorsport Chevrolets are going to be lined up on the inside lane. Daniel Suarez is 6th. Brian Scott 7th. Ryan Truex, Eric Jones, and Reed Sorensen in your top 10. What a rundown this is going to be in the final 2 laps. So we're gonna take a little break and we'll be right back with a green-white checker. All right, not so fast. We got some breaking news right here. We had a little crash when they were trying to catch up to the pack. Watch the 13 of Mark Thompson. Now, Mark Thompson and Brennan Poole, they've already taken the course behind the wall, so they will not be running in the green-white checker. But Thompson will run in the back of Jeb Burton, and boom. Here comes the 51 of Jeremy Clemens. I don't know if he got any, I don't think he ran in the back of anybody. Maybe he did. He did, but I don't think he got that much damage. Back here, they're going to see a few guys, a lot more damage. Joey Gase, Dakota Armstrong, and the 42 of Brendan Poole. They're going to get severe damage right here. Gase, Armstrong, Brendan Poole. Poole is out of the race. There's the 84, 28 to 2. I just want to make sure I point that out that they crashed. And right now, 22 to 43 are out of the race, and 13 and 42 car hour. Welcome back here to Talladega. Getting ready for our green-white checker finish. We are in overtime. This is lap 23 of what should have been a 22-lap race. Cole Custer and Ryan Reed, the front row, they were first and second at the caution. Casey Kane and Darrell Wallace Jr., Sam Hornish Jr., and Daniel Suarez, Brian Scott, and Ryan Truex, Eric Jones, and Reed Sorensen. That is your top 10. Josh Berry, James Busher, Brendan Gaughan, John West Townley, Blake Cook, David Reagan, Derek Cope, Ty Dillon, Bobby Gearhart, and Morgan Shepherd, your top 20. And further back, I'd like to point out that because Jeb Burton, the 26, the 52 of Joey Gase, and the 14 of Dakota Armstrong, they received very severe damage in that wreck just a short number of laps ago. You saw the damage they got. To keep it fair, their ratings have been lowered. So because I can't carry the damage that they had to this new little race, so their ratings have been lowered. That way it'll be like a little bit more slower, if you know what I mean. Everybody else, their ratings are the same. Let's see what we will have in the final 2 laps. 28 cars taking the green flag here. Cole Custer, the 00, looking for win number 1 in 2016. Look at the 3 Junior Motorsport Chevrolets. Casey Kane, Sam Hornish Jr., and then you got the Sherlock Chevrolet of Brian Scott, who nearly wrecked earlier in the race with David Reagan. Coming down the line, who will it be? 2 to go. Ryan Reed, we got the Roush Fords on the outside lane, the Junior Motorsport Chevrolets on the inside lane. Not far apart, the Jug Gibbs Toyotas of Eric Jones and Daniel Suarez. But right now, the inside line looking pretty strong, with Casey Kane pushing Cole Custer to the lead. Brian Scott, here, who's going to make a move? There goes Eric Jones. He peeps out of line. Brian Scott in the middle. Sam Hornish Jr. pushing Casey Kane. Reed in the middle again. Scott's in the middle. Jones is in the, or Wallace is almost in the wall as the three Dale Earnhardt Jr. Motorsports cars out in front of the field at Talladega. It's being led by rookie 18-year-old Cole Custer. But here comes a veteran Casey Kane blocking Sam Hornish Jr. in the number 88. Look at the other Junior Chevrolet, Josh Berry. Who's it going to be? They're three wide at the line. This race will end right here, right now. Sam Hornish Jr., Eric Jones, Josh Berry, Brendan Gaughan. They're all lined up nose to tail on the inside lane. And can Sam Hornish hang on his first start of the year? Here comes Josh Berry. He'll peep at a line. Look at the rookie Josh Berry go. He'll drive up to the back bumper of the number 88 of Sam Hornish Jr. Ryan Truex 4 wide, and there goes a 33. No, don't take out the. There they go again. But can Berry get a run? We'll look at the wreck in a minute. But here comes Josh Berry. Does he got a run? He jumps to the inside. The two Junior Motorsports Chevrolet side by side. Can the rookie do it? Can Josh Berry win his first career race? Here he comes. Yes, run to the line. Oh, Berry, get him. Josh Berry has just won his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Talladega. All three of the four Junior Chevrolets are at the front of the field. Cole Custer, Casey Kane, and Sam Hornish Jr. Only one who was not there, Josh Berry. And look who won the race, Josh Berry in the 7. But a lot of cars wrecked at the end. Derek Cope, Jeremy Clements wrecked Joey Gase. 14, Dakota Armstrong, 2 in a row of wrecks. Cole Witt, Jeb Burton, Bobby Gerhart, Ryan Truex, Ryan Reed. Oh, Cole Custer, what a heartbreak. He would have won that race if it ended under yellow. Heartbreak. Derek Cope, Ryan Ellis, Tyler Young, 16th place. Morgan Shepherd, 15th. Darrell Wallace. It's a big mess back here. Brian Scott, Casey Kane. Blake Cook will come home 8th. John West Townley 7th. But let's look at that finish one more time. And Josh Berry, he restarted 11th. Berry did. And he drove all the way up to the front. Made the move in the trial on the inside of Sam Hornish Jr. My bad. There we go. And look at that. He got him at the line by 0.0 or by 0.01. That's the closest it can be. Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, and Brendan Gaughan, top 5 finishers. David Reagan, a great bounce back after almost wrecking earlier. Townley, Cook, Brian Scott, and Ty Dillon. Now the wreck happened with Brian Scott. He's going to get turned by somebody on the back straightaway. It's going to be by Darrell Wallace Jr. They go off track. They both go in the grass. Scott comes back up the check into Ryan Truex and Casey Kane, Cole Custer. See all these cars getting involved. Burton, Custer, he takes a worse hit, man. He's flipping him over. Everybody, we've just been told this okay, but how about Josh Berry? He's probably the happiest son of a bitch out there. Berry will be going to victory lane in the Speed Coast Chevrolet. His first Talladega start and his first Talladega winning. On your screen, you will see the official results from today's race and the points after race number 10 of 2016 for the Xfinity Series. Next up for the series will be the All-Star race at Iowa Speedway. That'll be in 2 weeks. Remember, next weekend, no Xfinity Series. They are off next weekend. But tomorrow, the NASCAR Spring Up Series, Aaron's 499 will be coming at you from Talladega. Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, your front row. Almirola wrecked out early in this race. Did he get that bad luck out of the way? And will he be getting ready for a good run tomorrow? We'll find out. Aaron's 499 for the NASCAR Spring Up Series. I'm Eric Burton here in the broadcast booth. Hope you enjoyed today's coverage. A great race from Talladega, a fantastic finish, and a fantastic winner with rookie Josh Berry getting the win, becoming a 5th different Xfinity regular to grab a win in 2016. Goodbye, everyone.